Jennifer Lopez isn't just a global superstar, she's also a mom who has spent almost 2 decades raising twins largely on her own. And now, as Max and Emme approach college age, she's facing a milestone that's as exciting as it is bittersweet. It's the kind of moment every parent anticipates but secretly fears: letting go. For Jennifer, this experience is intensified because her family unit has always been so small and close-knit. Since her twins were toddlers, it's largely been the three of them navigating life together, a trio bound not just by blood, but by shared experiences, challenges, and triumphs. Imagine the life of a single mom in the spotlight. Most people picture glamorous red carpets, sold-out shows, and endless recognition. But Jennifer's reality has always been more complex. She has had to juggle the demands of a high-profile career while making sure her kids had stability, love, and normalcy. She's talked about it openly: "People have come in and out of my life, but it really has just been the three of us." That statement carries weight. Behind it is the story of countless late nights, early mornings, and decisions made with the children's best interest at heart. Every choice, from scheduling school events to balancing her career, was about ensuring Max and Emme had a strong, secure home. The bond they've built isn't just about daily routines, it's about emotional resilience. Jennifer raised her children in a world that is both public and highly scrutinized. Every move she made, every relationship, every career decision was observed by millions. Yet through it all, she's maintained a sense of normalcy for her kids. That small, consistent family unit became a safe haven, a constant amidst the chaos of fame. And now, as she watches her twins on the brink of independence, the emotional weight of those years becomes clear. It's a mix of pride, nostalgia, and a tiny sting of sadness, because this chapter, so carefully nurtured, is slowly coming to a close. What makes this moment even more poignant is the contrast between her public persona and her private life. On stage, she radiates energy, confidence, and control. Off stage, she's a mom experiencing one of life's most universal moments: the realization that your children are no longer children, and that the life you've carefully crafted together is about to change. It's the ultimate paradox, a life full of glamour yet grounded in the very human experience of motherhood. In this closeness, this just the three of us dynamic, is what makes letting go so hard but so beautiful. Every shared meal, late-night conversation, and simple moment of connection becomes magnified in memory, a reminder of the extraordinary love that has defined their family. Jennifer's excitement for the future of her children is real, but so is the understanding that these small, private moments have shaped the people Max and Emme are today. It's a reminder that fame may make headlines, but love is what makes a life truly remarkable. And now, as these kids transform into young adults, Jennifer is experiencing a mix of awe and disbelief, because the children she raised are ready to take on the world. But is she ready to watch them go? One of the most striking moments for Jennifer Lopez as a parent is realizing that her twins, Max and Emme, are no longer children in the way she once knew them. It's a subtle shift at first: a confident glance, a decision made without consulting her, a joke that reveals a maturity she didn't expect, but gradually, it becomes undeniable. The kids she once cradled in her arms are now stepping into their own identities, poised to navigate a world that extends far beyond the security of their home. And for Jennifer, watching this transformation is both exhilarating and emotional. She often reflects on the delicate balance of witnessing her children's growth while still wanting to protect them. On one hand, she feels an overwhelming sense of pride. After years of guidance, teaching, and nurturing, she can see that her efforts have borne fruit. Max and Emme aren't just surviving, they're thriving. They exhibit independence, thoughtfulness, and self-awareness that any parent would celebrate. Jennifer marvels at their readiness, noting that they are approaching life with curiosity, courage, and a sense of responsibility. And yet, beneath that pride lies a quiet, personal reflection: how did they grow so fast? For Jennifer, this realization is amplified by memory. She remembers what it was like to be 18 herself, full of dreams, uncertainty, and excitement for the future. Watching Max and Emme at 17, teetering on the edge of adulthood, she experiences a kind of mirrored nostalgia. There's a recognition of the fleeting nature of childhood, of how quickly these formative years pass. And yet, there's also gratitude. Gratitude for the connection they've maintained as a family, for the lessons learned together, and for the unshakable bond that allows her to admire her children without feeling distant from them. What's remarkable is how her twins are embracing their individuality while staying grounded in family values. Jennifer notes that they possess a maturity that surprises many, especially given the unique challenges of growing up as children of one of the world's most famous entertainers. Fame, public attention, and media scrutiny could have made them feel entitled, overwhelmed, or disconnected. Instead, Max and Emme exhibit humility, curiosity, and confidence. They are aware of their privileges, but they are not defined by them. They are becoming young adults who are not just ready for college, but ready for life itself. Jennifer's pride is intertwined with reflection on her own role as a parent. She recognizes that this stage, the moment when children step into adulthood, is one that many parents approach with both joy and trepidation. It's a realization that her guidance has worked, that the values she instilled of resilience, kindness, independence have taken root. And yet, it is also the moment when letting go begins in earnest, when the invisible threads connecting parent and child are stretched across new distances, both physical and emotional. There's an unspoken lesson here for viewers. Watching your children grow is about balancing awe, pride, and acceptance. For Jennifer Lopez, it's a daily experience of marveling at Max and Emme's readiness for the world, feeling a twinge of nostalgia for the days when they were smaller, and holding space for the next chapter of their lives. The pride is palpable, the emotions real, and the anticipation for what's next unmistakable. This is the moment where childhood ends, and the journey of adulthood begins, for both the children and the parent who guided them there. But even pride comes with a quiet, unspoken worry, because no matter how ready they are, the act of letting go is never simple. Even for someone as accomplished and confident as Jennifer Lopez, letting her twins leave for college isn't just a moment of pride, it comes with a quiet, unspoken worry that she carries deep inside. On the surface, she radiates positivity and excitement, talking about Max and Emme with joy and admiration. But beneath that gleam is a universal truth that every parent experiences: the bittersweet tension between watching your children thrive and realizing they are stepping into a world you can't fully control. It's the paradox of parenting: the closer the bond, the more intense the letting go feels. Jennifer's concern isn't about their abilities or decisions. She has no doubt that her twins are intelligent, capable, and resilient. It's about the unpredictable challenges life throws at young adults, the moments when they might stumble or need guidance from afar. There's a subtle fear that even the strongest family foundation must now stretch across distance, trust, and new responsibilities. For a mother who has spent years providing security, structure, and emotional grounding, it's natural to wonder, are they truly ready? Will they navigate this next chapter with the wisdom they need? What makes this worry especially poignant is the unique context of Jennifer's life. Her children have grown up in a world of fame, public scrutiny, and constant media attention. While most teenagers experience normal highs and lows, Max and Emme face amplified challenges simply because of their family background. Even the small decisions, attending a college event, joining a club, making friends, exist in a world where privacy is hard to come by. That reality amplifies the stakes for Jennifer, reminding her that even as proud as she is, part of her job as a parent will always involve vigilance, even from a distance. Yet, this worry is tempered by a profound confidence. Jennifer knows she has done her best to provide her children with a secure home, a loving environment, and the values they will need to navigate life. They have this home for them to come back to, she says, emphasizing the safety net she has carefully built over the years. This home isn't just a physical space, it's a sanctuary of love, stability, and unconditional support. Knowing that Max and Emme can always return to that foundation allows Jennifer to release some of the tension, replacing anxiety with cautious optimism. What's also striking is how Jennifer balances worry with empowerment. She doesn't want to smother her children or hold them back. Instead, she encourages exploration, independence, and growth. She's fully aware that stepping back is just as important as guiding them. The act of letting go is not a loss but a necessary step for their development, a testament to the success of her parenting. It's the ultimate exercise in trust in their judgment, trust in their values, and trust in the lessons she's taught them over nearly 2 decades. In truth, this quiet worry is part of what makes the journey so meaningful. It underscores the depth of her love and the pride she feels. Every emotion, from excitement to fear, is proof of the bond she shares with her twins. And while the challenges of college and independence are real, Jennifer's approach blends realism with hope, creating a model of parenting that's both nurturing and empowering. She understands that her children stepping out into the world is not an end but a continuation of the extraordinary journey they have shared together. And yet, even with all this preparation and confidence, fame hasn't made raising them any easier. In fact, it's made some lessons even more crucial. One of the most remarkable things about Jennifer Lopez as a parent is how deliberately she shielded her twins, Max and Emme, from the full weight of her celebrity life. Growing up with a global superstar as a mom could have meant a childhood of glamour, entitlement, and constant public attention. But Jennifer made a conscious decision: her children would experience as normal a childhood as possible. Fame didn't define them. Instead, she prioritized grounding, routine, and the simple joys that make childhood feel real. Jennifer herself has talked about how her twins are not very involved with mom's work. For Max and Emme, the world of concerts, tours, and media appearances exists on the periphery story of their lives. Their concerns are ordinary: dinners together, weekend plans, homework, and family routines. Jennifer remembers them asking questions like, "Mom, will you be home this weekend? Can we do this or that?" Instead of being swept away by the dazzling aspects of fame, they are focused on presence, attention, and connection, the things every child truly values. That perspective speaks volumes about the parenting choices Jennifer made. She didn't just give her kids material comfort or access to the world, she gave them normalcy, which is often far more powerful. This approach wasn't easy. Balancing a high-profile career while maintaining normalcy required sacrifices, boundaries, and consistency. There were nights when she wanted to stay late on set or extend a performance, but she chose to come home for her children instead. She had to teach them the difference between admiration and expectation, between celebrity life and ordinary life. Her kids learned that her stardom didn't define their identity. They are not Jennifer Lopez's children in the sense of celebrity entitlement. They are their own people, capable of making decisions, thinking critically, and understanding responsibility. The results of this parenting philosophy are evident. Max and Emme are grounded, aware, and surprisingly humble. Their appreciation for normalcy gives them a sense of stability as they prepare for college, and it shows in their interactions with the world around them. They aren't dazzled or distracted by fame, yet they can navigate it with the wisdom and awareness Jennifer has instilled. It's a rare combination, children of a superstar who understand both the privileges and the boundaries of celebrity life. Jennifer also uses this grounding as a teaching tool. By separating work from family life, she demonstrates the importance of boundaries, focus, and prioritization. The twins have observed firsthand that while work and passion are vital, relationships and presence matter more. This lesson becomes especially significant as they approach college, where independence and decision-making increase exponentially. They carry the values, discipline, and perspective their mom instilled, which makes her both proud and slightly relieved. Ultimately, this section of Jennifer's parenting story emphasizes that even in a world of glitz and spectacle, what matters most are the simple, human rules: presence, attention, love, and guidance. Fame may have surrounded their lives, but it never defined them. Jennifer's decision to focus on the ordinary, to cultivate realness, has shaped Max and Emme into confident, grounded young adults. And as she watches them take the next step toward independence, it's clear that this balance between celebrity and normalcy is one of her proudest achievements. Yet lately, a fascinating role reversal has taken place. The kids have become the fans, cheering their mom from the crowd. Even after nearly 2 decades of raising Max and Emme, Jennifer Lopez is still discovering new dimensions of her relationship with her twins. One of the most surprising and heartwarming changes has occurred recently. Her children, once the ones looking up to her, have become her fans. And not just casual supporters, they are actively engaging with her work, attending her Las Vegas residency shows, cheering her on, and showing pride in the woman who has shaped much of their lives. For Jennifer, this role reversal is both touching and revealing, highlighting the evolving bond between parent and child as they grow into adulthood. It's easy to imagine the dynamic in a household where one parent is a global superstar. The kids might feel overwhelmed, distant, or disconnected. But Jennifer's approach has always been to make her children feel normal, valued, and understood. So when Max and Emme show up in the crowd, their applause and enthusiasm carry a deeper significance. It's not just about watching mom perform. It's a reflection of the respect, admiration, and affection they feel for her as a person. Jennifer describes them as fans in the sweetest sense: proud, supportive, and engaged in a way that balances love with genuine appreciation for her craft. This shift in perspective is also symbolic of the broader transition taking place in their family. As Max and Emme approach college, they are stepping into new roles, more independent, more confident, and more capable of appreciating their mother not just as a parent but as an individual with her own achievements. By attending her shows, they are participating in a shared experience that celebrates her career while simultaneously strengthening family bonds. Jennifer has noted that they attend multiple shows during her residency, and their presence lights up her performances in a way that no audience of strangers ever could. This is a reminder that family can be both personal and professional, a space where admiration and intimacy intersect beautifully. The emotional significance of this role reversal cannot be overstated. Watching her children cheer for her on stage is a moment of pride and reflection. Jennifer sees in their eyes the values she has instilled: humility, loyalty, and appreciation. It's a visible affirmation that her efforts to maintain balance, set boundaries, and raise grounded children have paid off. Beyond the glitz of the stage, this is where parenting success is measured in the love, respect, and support exchanged between parent and child. The applause from the crowd may be loud, but but the quiet pride she feels when looking at Max and Emme is even louder. This experience also offers insight into the unique challenges and rewards of parenting under the spotlight. Fame could have created barriers, resentment, or distance between mother and children. Instead, Jennifer's intentional choices, limiting media exposure, maintaining family routines, and prioritizing genuine connection, have cultivated a relationship that allows both her and her children to thrive. The twins are able to enjoy the excitement of their mother's career while still feeling secure, respected, and independent. It's a delicate balance that few families experience so harmoniously. Ultimately, this stage of role reversal represents more than attendance at a show. It symbolizes mutual growth, recognition, and evolving relationships. Jennifer Lopez isn't just watching her children become adults, she's also experiencing a new kind of connection with them, one that celebrates achievements, admiration, and love from a different angle. The kids she nurtured are now cheering for her, and in return, she sees them fully stepping into their own paths with confidence, pride, and curiosity. It's a beautiful cycle of growth, support, and family unity that adds another layer of meaning to their shared journey. And yet, as college draws near, Jennifer knows that this admiration is just the beginning, because independence is about more than applause. It's about discovering who they truly are. For Jennifer Lopez, the idea of Max and Emme heading off to college isn't just about physical distance. It's about witnessing a profound transformation. College represents independence, self-discovery, and stepping into the wider world without the immediate safety net of home. And for a parent who has been so intimately involved in shaping their lives, that transition can feel monumental. It's the moment when a child's identity begins to solidify outside the walls of family, and for Jennifer, it's a mix of pride, excitement, and quiet introspection. College isn't just another stage, it's an entirely new chapter. Jennifer knows her twins will face challenges, triumphs, and choices that will shape the people they are becoming. The freedom of higher education brings opportunity, but it also tests resilience and maturity. For a mother who has carefully balanced work, fame, and family, it's natural to reflect on the journey that has led to this point. The young adults she sees now, confident, thoughtful, and prepared, are the result of years of guidance, lessons, and emotional investment. Watching them step into this independence is a testament to the strength of the foundation she has built. This chapter is also about redefining roles. Jennifer is no longer just the protector, the planner, or the decision-maker. Now she becomes a supporter from afar. Her role shifts from hands-on parenting to a more observant, advisory position. She will celebrate victories, provide guidance when needed, and always offer a safe place to return to, but she must now resist the urge to micromanage or control outcomes. It's a delicate balance, one that requires trust, patience, and confidence in the upbringing she has provided. This is a universal truth for parents everywhere. Part of love is letting go, even when it feels counterintuitive. At the same time, Jennifer is deeply aware of the emotional weight of this change. College is not just academic. It's a time for personal growth, identity exploration, and social development. It's a space where her children will make choices independent of her influence, experiment with ideas, and perhaps even challenge their values. For a parent, this can be both exciting and nerve-wracking. Jennifer's experience as a mother in the public eye amplifies this tension. Every decision her children make may be noticed by others, and yet she trusts that the lessons she has instilled will guide them wisely. Yet, even with all this change, Jennifer remains optimistic. She sees college as a natural extension of the growth she has nurtured for years. The foundation of love, support, and groundedness she has built allows Max and Emme to embrace independence confidently. College becomes not a threat, but an opportunity, a place where they can test their wings, discover their passions, and step fully into adulthood. Jennifer's pride in them is palpable, not only for what they have achieved but also for the individuals they are becoming. Ultimately, college isn't about distance alone. It's about identity, autonomy, and transformation. For Jennifer Lopez, this milestone is both a challenge and a celebration. It's a reminder that parenting is a continuous journey, one that evolves as children grow, learn, and eventually step into the world on their own. And while the empty nest may feel strange at times, she knows that the people her twins are becoming are reflections of the love, guidance, and stability she has so carefully cultivated. It's a bittersweet transition, but one filled with hope, pride, and unwavering support. And yet, with all this preparation and love, Jennifer knows the most important lesson isn't about college or independence. It's about trust, confidence, and letting them truly find themselves. Even with all the excitement, pride, and careful preparation, there's no denying that sending her twins off to college is a monumental moment for Jennifer Lopez. Any parent can relate. The mix of joy and apprehension, the quiet moments of reflection, and the realization that your children are stepping into a world you can't always control. But what makes Jennifer's experience unique and inspiring is how fully she has embraced the outcome without ever losing sight of her love, guidance, and the values she's instilled in Max and Emme. Jennifer is ready not because she has detached herself emotionally, but because she has built something extraordinary, a foundation of trust, stability, and unconditional love. She knows that her children are capable, grounded, and resilient. They've grown up in a home where boundaries are clear, values are emphasized, and love is consistent, a combination that equips them to face the world with confidence. She doesn't need to hover or micromanage. She has done her job, and the results are evident in the thoughtful, independent young adults they have become. Part of her readiness comes from perspective. Jennifer remembers what it was like to step into adulthood herself, the mix of excitement, curiosity, and uncertainty. She understands that making mistakes, learning lessons, and exploring new experiences are essential parts of growing up. This awareness allows her to release some of the anxiety that naturally comes with watching your children leave home. Instead of fearing the unknown, she sees it as an opportunity for them to grow, for her to reflect, and for their family bond to evolve in new ways. There's also a sense of pride that runs deeper than words can express. Every late night, every sacrifice, every decision she made for her children has contributed to this moment. From balancing a demanding career to providing a stable, nurturing environment, Jennifer's efforts have paid off in ways that only become fully apparent now. Watching Max and Emme ready themselves for college, she can see the fruits of nearly 2 decades of intentional parenting. Confidence, independence, humility, and curiosity. These are not just traits, they are reflections of her own values, mirrored back to her through the next generation. And yet, Jennifer's readiness doesn't mean she isn't emotional. She acknowledges the bittersweet nature of letting go. There is a quiet ache in knowing that the routines, rituals, and daily interactions she has cherished will change. But she also recognizes that love is not about holding on tightly, it's about releasing with trust. She has prepared her children for life, and now it's their time to soar. In this way, her pride and readiness coexist with tenderness, making the moment even more profound. Ultimately, Jennifer Lopez's story is a powerful lesson for parents everywhere. Letting go doesn't mean losing connection. It's a declaration of confidence in the values, love, and support that have shaped your children. She is ready more than she admits, because she has done everything she could to nurture, guide, and prepare Max and Emme for the world. And in that readiness lies a quiet celebration of their growth, her love, and the unbreakable bond that will carry them forward, no matter how far they go. As Jennifer watches her twins take these first steps into independence, the lesson is clear. Parenting is a journey of growth for both parent and child. Pride, love, and trust are inseparable from letting go, and the joy of watching your children thrive can coexist with the ache of change. For Jennifer Lopez, this milestone isn't just a transition, it's a testament to her dedication, love, and the enduring connection that will forever define her family.